Okay. All right, here we go. Hey, George. You can see us. So what I want to do is, since actually you guys, I'm going to hit a little bit of Cancun information. This doesn't necessarily affect you guys too much, but because you're going and you're staying on the campus. What I got is so this slide here, and let's see where my other one is. This isn't it. Where'd it go? We might have lost it. Well, there's another one that isn't really that this doesn't really affect you guys too much, but the last day to register is tomorrow, of course, for your room. And Jeff, I know you guys are good to go. George and Kent are sharing a room, but they always want to let everybody know that tomorrow is the last day. And then I had another slide that I must have deleted, and it mainly talked about if somebody wanted to stay off campus, if they wanted to get either a timeshare or a different resort, and they didn't want to stay at the Moon Palace, there's a $150 resort fee that you'd have to pay every day. So
that gets you into the resort and allows you to have the food and the
drinks and use of the pool and all that stuff. So if you're actually physically not staying at the Moon Palace, and getting the room like you guys did and like George and Kent did, you still would have to, of course, get your EA ticket, which is, basically $99. And then you'd have to pay that resort fee to be on the campus Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or just Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And we still don't, Jeff and George, we still don't have the schedule of what's going on in each day. I'm sure we'll get that shortly.
Yeah.
In other words, what are we doing is there anything going on Thursday? Maybe there's just I'm going to assume there's going to be a welcome party or something Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And anyways, that's just FYI. So in case, let's just say somebody were to enroll in your organization in the next 3-4 weeks, next month, the Moon Palace for LifeVantages are closed as of tomorrow, right? After tomorrow, that's closed. So they would have to find either lodging somewhere else in the area, or they could also stay at the Moon Palace is massive from what we're told. So they could always stay somewhere else on the Moon Palace campus and pay for that room, whatever it might be. So anyways, that's just a little touch of information for you guys as far as EA. Other than that, everything's going well. I mean, everything, I can't remember the numbers, but as of last week, they only have 100 rooms left, and I'd be willing to bet they're probably gone. So
how many rooms?
They only had 100 rooms left last week.
Okay.
So they're probably sold out at this point. When we were on the Elite call last week, they said they had just about 100 rooms, and they felt that they would probably sell them out. So another thing I want to any questions on that?
Yeah. Do you know if you can extend, like when I went to go get the tickets, they had an option. I thought they did where you could like maybe buy a room Wednesday or Tuesday or extend your time through LifeVantage, or do you have to do it on your own?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think you have to do it direct with the resort.
Probably.
We can go back in and listen to the call, but I remember Kelly talking about that. And I think you could probably do since tomorrow's the last day, just to make sure you don't get shut out. Maybe you just call distributor support tomorrow and ask them, say, hey, I'm already registered for EA Cancun. We already got our ticket. We got our room. If we wanted to either come in early or stay later, do we book it through LifeVantage or do we book it through the resort direct? And
right.
I think it's through the resort direct. I thought that's what Kelly said.
I thought she did too. I would agree with that. So.
Okay. I think I did that for Puerto Vallarta. Is just direct. I booked that direct.
Yeah, probably direct. Yeah. So if nothing else on Cancun right now, as we learn more, we'll let you guys know. I want to touch a little bit on NAD because I know that's kind of the new thing, and a lot of people are really having success with the Tri-Synergizer, which is all three. So you guys that were at EA, you remember when Dr. Dixon went up and he did his spiel and he walked us through all three products and what they did as far as the anti-aging and all that. And then he had some percentages but he had to rattle them off really quick. Really quick. So I got my hands on those slides to at least kind of show you guys tonight, and I could send these to you. This is kind of a PowerPoint that has the Tri-Synergizer together, and I could send this to the group. But I want to get to these ones to show you. He walks through each one, Nerf 2, Nerf 1, and NAD. But here's what's cool about it. So the synergistic effect of Tri-Synergizer. So with NRF2, if you take it by itself, there's a 40% increase in this particular gene, which is the antioxidant and detoxifant, right? If you take it with the other two products, which is Nerf 1 and NAD, it goes up by 78% or 83% overall increase, which is pretty cool. The NRF2 also then the inflammatory gene response. If you take it by itself, it's 51% increase. If you take it with all three, that's 848% increase. Overall, that's a 1,563% difference. I'm just showing you guys this because it's a little bit of education that when you're talking to people, it's really important for them to know that this whole idea with taking all three is really kicking some butt and people are having great success. This is Nerf 1, 65% by itself, goes up to 90% if taken with the Tri-Synergizer in this particular gene, right? So that's a 38% increase. And then with this, the mitochondria is 71%, and then it goes up 120% if you take with all three, which is a 69% increase. So that's kind of cool. And then this is a huge one. This is the NAD. So 12% by itself, if you take it with the Tri-Synergizer with the other two products, this is the one that really blew Dr. Dixon away. You know, that was a 967% increase if you take it with the other two products. And then over here with this enzyme with the NAD, 12%. I know this thing, I'm probably move this screen out of the way. There we go. Okay, 12% by itself, 227% if you take it with, and then it goes up 1,792% if you take all three. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I can send you guys this information just and you can kind of get educated on what you're sharing with people. Now, Ann and I went and did a meeting last night with way out east with Noah and his group, and
Miriam.
Noah and Miriam, and so there was probably about 30 people there and several guests. And I was chatting with Chuny, and Jeff, you may know Chuny. He's that young guy, and he was telling me a story. And George, you might appreciate this. He was saying that his mom has been trying to take Nerf 2 since he got involved in a company probably 2 or 3 years ago. And it didn't do anything for her. In fact, she was having trouble taking it. She even went to a quarter of a pill, but it wasn't agreeing with her stomach and stuff like that. But she really wanted to take it, but she could not. So then she got away from Nerf 2 and she tried taking Nerf 1. Same thing. She was having difficulty with Nerf 1. Well, ironically, when he got back from Long Beach and he got his hands on NAD, he gave her a month's supply of the Tri-Synergizer and all three. And about a week later, she called him up and she said she felt fantastic. For some reason, by taking all three, it neutralized the difficulty she was having with Nerf 2 and Nerf 1, and combined, she felt fantastic. So that's just happened to be a story that Chuny told me. So I thought that was kind of cool. Other than that, guys, I didn't want to really get into too much. We just want to keep you a few minutes and see if anybody had any questions. But I wanted to share this information with you guys and talk a little bit about EA Cancun. Other than that, I don't know if you guys have anything pressing that you wanted to chat about or have any questions.
No, please send the slides. I like those.
Yeah. It's pretty. I think it's pretty awesome. Let me get out of my screen here.
Where out east did you go?
We were
in like West Farmington.
Yeah, West Farmington. Yeah.
So. Next time, if you go out there, let me know. I'll go out with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean it's.
They do.
You had to drive by my house. I'm assuming you went down 422.
Yeah, we probably went right past your place, and it.
You know, what was interesting is Jeff, on our way home, we were on 480, right?
Yeah.
And we saw all of these flashing police lights and fire engine lights. It was just motorcycles.
Hundreds of them.
Hundreds. Then we saw the big American flag draped across some
Yeah,
bridge.
so there was at the 480 bridge by Transportation Boulevard, there was 2 fire trucks with this massive flag hanging, and then all these cop cars were heading east. And
Just
motorcycle.
a major procession. We were like, what is going on? We weren't aware, but it was for that soldier that was killed.
He lived in Conneaut.
Yeah, he lived. Yeah, so they were
Oh, wow.
to Conneaut with his body. His body had just gotten off at the airport last night. And so they were doing the procession.
It was impressive. Hundreds of cops from all over the state, apparently, and they were all heading to Conneaut. It was very late. It was, what, 9:30?
Well, I think it was probably about 10 o'clock or so.
Yeah. So, but anyways,
Wow.
You went right past your place. I mean, from you to Noah's house is probably 15 minutes. It wasn't.
Yeah.
Because we're literally from where they live to get to 77 in Rockside, it took us 30 minutes. So from you to get out to West Farmington is probably 15 minutes. So.
Well, I'm assuming you went 480 to 422 and right down 422.
Right off front, 422 to whatever road it was.
Yep.
So, anyways, so that was what
it wasn't that far.
Yeah.
In terms of from Independence, because we ended up just getting a hotel room in Independence then last night.
Yeah, either that or it's 2.5 hours that late at night. It's not doing
We have a whole suite in our basement. Bedroom, bathroom. You have your own TV and living room. Literally a whole suite. You don't even have to get a hotel.
Not to remember.
Yeah, we have to remember. We don't go out there too often. We're trying to share the love with other people so we don't have to make it.
But you know what, though? If we do that again, we'll definitely have you come with us because that would be
it's good experience too. So
yeah, I need to get re-engaged with all that.
Yeah. It's all good. Good.
All right.
Well, with that, if you guys got nothing else, we won't keep you. I mean, the World Series tonight. I don't know what time the game starts, but Game 7.
Game 7. That's right.
Yeah, I guess that's exciting. Well, whatever. All right. Good deal.
All right. Okay.
All right, guys.
We'll talk soon.
See you later.
George, we'll talk soon. All right, guys.
Bye.